The top three legislative priorities are going to, of course, be the border. It's going to be election integrity, and then I want to work hard to come around on parental choice and educational freedom. Oh, it's going to be absolutely integral to incorporate the business needs into our policy making. Here in the state of Texas, we have approximately 3 million small businesses employing 5 million individual employees, and that's about almost half of our total workforce in Texas. So implementing our business needs with our legislature is absolutely critical. And what we'd like to do is make sure that we're reducing the barriers to entry so that we can encourage those entrepreneurs to aspire and grow and prosper and hopefully bring Texas along with them. My top priority for public education is, it's a legislative priority for the Republican Party to get something done on parental choice and the voucher program. So I'd like to come to a solution on that. But I want to be mindful of that. In Senate District 30, we have a large rural population. So we want to come to a substantive solution that, of course, empowers parents to make the educational decisions for their children, but also be mindful not to undercut our rural ISDs. And that's what we hear in our communities. Sure. Top priority for mobility really is really implementing our studies that we've done. Collin County has a pretty comprehensive system that they've done over the course of a period of years to address those concerns. So really implementing those comprehensive solution is going to be critical. And whether that's building out comprehensive system of thoroughfares like literal roads so that we can transport people efficiently, or whether it's making partnerships with places like the DART transit program or the Denton County Transit Authority to help mobility for those who are disadvantaged or wheelchair bound or otherwise limited in their mobility. But really just having those comprehensive solutions just implemented, I think is key to that, and being smart with our city planning, whether that's making smart hubs and where we're strategically placing goods and services, grocery producers, and those kind of things in and across our cities as it grows. And of course, the infrastructure like the roads we talked about to support that growth. This is a big one. It's something when you're not running for office and that's not what you do for your living, it's not really something you particularly think about. But in Senate District 30, water issue and property issues are huge, huge issues. The bulk of our residents are voting, or there's approximately 650,000 voters in Senate District 30, with the 450,000 of them located in Denton County, and then of course Collin County being another large part of that as well. But geographically, we are mostly a rural county, and along with that are big issues to do with water. So we have large populations of our rural communities that are agricultural producers. Water is among their chief issue on that. So I think the best way that we can do any kind of conservation with any kind of natural resources is through conservative conservation practices. And so I think we need to do a good job about making sure our populace is educated about those. And then really just the implementation of smart agricultural practices will help maintain our surface and groundwater, hopefully the years to come, as our population is scheduled maybe to double over the next 30 years or so. Yeah, it's absolutely critical to support the development of a strong workforce. This area, just North Texas in general, is arguably the number one growing spot in the country. So implementing smart practices with our legislature and supporting programming to help educate our workforce is absolutely critical. I think we do an okay job. I would like to see it expanded through things like our Texas Workforce Commission. There's a program within there called the Skills Development Fund. I could see our legislature appropriating more funding towards programming like that so that business owners can help enhance the skill set of their either new employees that are coming on or existing employees that they have. Because what I know is when you enhance the skill set, you enhance the wages. When you enhance both of those things, you enhance the quality of life for the individuals who have those jobs. And that's a positive thing for Texans. Yeah, I think one of the best ways to help continue economic development in any facet of our society is to get government out of our way and off of our backs. I don't think the best way is to implement more government into our lives. I actually think it's the opposite. So reducing the red tape where applicable is the best way probably to inspire entrepreneurs really to innovate and grow. And then, of course, Texans as a byproduct and individuals that are employed by those individuals will, of course, be affected naturally. Yeah, I actually find bipartisanship it's kind of weird, conflicting. Like I don't feel like I want to compromise my own individual standards and morals to be compromised. But what I really find out is that almost everybody is a conservative. I don't know many people that want more government in their life, more government on their back, or want to fund our government and give them money to burn endlessly. So if you don't like any of those things, you're in fact on the same team as me. You're a conservative by nature. That being said, you may have a key issue that makes you vote, whether it's a D or with an R. But I think we work from a place where we have commonality, and then we can start to work on the other substantive issues where we have disagreement, and it helps when you start from a basis of support.